Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
Sex.
today our topic is you're most attractive to women when you're fucking a pretty girl.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up. And women will agree with everything you say. Let's say you have a list of what attracts women. You can say, I'm a felon, I'm unemployed, I'm a horrible person, I lie, I cheat, I steal. And you'll say, and they also want to see evidence that you're fucking other girls. And girls will object to this one thing, and the exclusion of all other things. They'll be like, yeah, I kind of like felons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like guys that are abusive. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like guys that treat me like shit. And then they'll deny this one. I don't know if it's hardwired. Maybe we'll get into it today. But this is one of those things that you, as players, know, but women will object to while it turns them on at the same time. Is that the idea of you banging a prettier, younger girl turns her on.
Well, and I think the best example of this in real life that everyone can relate to is how many married men start dating single girls. I mean, like, the girls go after them.
Right.
And they know they're married, and that's actually what turns them on. And I also think this is one of the things that you run into when you then become single, and it's like men genuinely aren't as attractive when they're alone.
And I guess there's a couple of factors playing in here. One is social proof.
Yeah.
Girls don't trust their own judgment.
Exactly.
I mean, a girl can look at her past. She's like, God, I picked a bunch of losers, and I fuck them too, And so she's never sure of her own judgment. So if this guy has already been chosen by another girl or girls, he must be okay. I mean, it puts him in a class of his own.
Yeah.
And then there's the jealousy angle.
Yes.
Quite often, a girl will see you by yourself. Let's say at the gym. She sees you always by yourself. You might be somewhat interesting, not that interesting. And then you come in with an 8.
Yeah.
And she's hanging on you.
Yeah.
The girl is going to be far more interested in you now.
Suddenly you're actually attractive.
Yeah, you go from like interesting to attractive.
It's true.
Because there's something about you. There's just something about him.
Yeah.
And what it was this girl hanging on him in front of you. So there's a number of factors that are going on in the background.
Yeah.
But you can guarantee that if you want to become more attractive, you're in the company of women.
Well, that's like, guys who know this will use it to their benefit. They'll have friends, cousins that are female and attractive go out with them. I know a couple of guys, even in our Twitter sphere, that do that as a part of their tactic. They're not banging the person they're actually with, but there's a closeness, there's a familiarity. The one guy in particular that I'm thinking about right now, he takes his cousin. She's hot. She's like Latina. Like everything about her just like oozes attractiveness. And there's a familiarity there. And so the other girls don't have to know that they're not dating. There's just, because there's such a comfort with this hot chick, and that makes him so much more attractive.
That's true. And again, this falls under, guys are like, you can't be friends with girls, but a lot of guys can under the right circumstances, especially if she's getting a free ride and you guys know what the deal is.
Yeah.
That she's kind of your wingman, and it's not an unusual thing in our little world. But the basis is, and girls are always like, what guys that don't know game or don't know this, they'll think I need to hide other girls away from girls that might be interested in me.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, I don't want her to know that I'm seeing somebody. It doesn't matter.
No.
Girls that see that you're attractive to other women are attracted to you. Mm-hmm. And so that's how it works. You
And
know?
the mystery of wondering if you're dating other girls turns her on.
Exactly.
So it's a win-win. You don't have to outright say, "Yeah, I'm fucking 5 other women,"
Yeah.
because that does feel dirty
it's
to
the
her.
it's the implied attraction.
Yeah.
You know, and it's probably hard for guys that have never been in the game to wrap their head around it, because they see a girl with a boyfriend and all of a sudden she becomes less attractive. She's like any girl that most men see that they know is having sex with another man becomes less attractive
Right.
immediately. Whereas it's the exact opposite with women.
Yeah.
You know, they find out that you're having sex with a bunch of women. They will say it's not attractive, but at the same time, they will start wondering what it is about you that makes you so attractive to everyone else.
It's true.
You know, so use that to your advantage. You know, we have one system called the Build Your Dating System, Fort Worth Playboys Build Your Dating System, because if you're going out a little or a lot, you need to have a system to just make it easier. And this is a play-by-play that you can plug in your logistics to your neighborhood and move a girl from stranger to in your bed in a systematized, reliable manner,
Yeah.
consistently. And that link is below. What else you got?
Well, I was thinking what women really want. My book, What Women Really Want, and it's just a booklet. It's a small, quick read, but it helps kind of unlock some of the girl brain that guys don't just naturally get, because a lot of things that is very like girl brain dominant is, like you were just saying with the attractiveness and the relationship, is kind of the exact opposite of what attracts men. So it's good to know that there are keys that unlock the girl brain and that you can better decipher what they want.
CHATEAU has one of his maxims. He says, the great seducers think more like women than they do men.
Right?
They're able to see things how women will see it, and they can adjust their behavior accordingly. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, that is one of the, especially if you come from, you know, you got nothing but brothers, you've never been around women a lot.
A lot of don't be a pussy
Yeah.
kind of upbringing.
You went to an all-boys school. You've just not been exposed a lot to how women think.
Yeah,
This gives you a lot of, and it matters.
it does.
It doesn't mean, you know, you have to change yourself, but it may change the way you interact.
Well, I'd say that in my life on Earth, the men who seemed to like get along best with women were those who had sisters.
Oh, yeah.
And had older sisters generally, because there's no escaping older sisters.
No.
You know, you can kind of be like, yeah, those little sisters are super fucking annoying. But with older sisters, those girls will drill it into you, you know,
They'll
don't
beat
be
up
like
on you.
that, don't do like that. Here, go get this, you know, whatever. Because we want you to win. That's why we want you to like, subscribe, share this podcast. If you have a buddy, if you run into this kind of stuff yourself, please share this podcast. Let us know in the comments if you've ever kind of seen this play out where you've been more attractive when you happen to be talking to another girl that had nothing to do with you know, you, and it actually turned the women on that you were trying to turn on. It happens a lot. So we love your stories, because in all things we want you to win. Bye.